I traveled to Malaysia a few weeks ago with my family, and whilst there, I accidentally hosted a content creator meetup and photo walk. Now, when I say accidentally, what I mean by that is I never intended to do that. I didn't go to Malaysia thinking that I'm gonna go to Malaysia so that I can host a creator meetup. What actually happened was because I was going to Malaysia anyway, with family, like I said, my wife, my two kids, I wanted to spend maybe a little bit of time creating some content, and obviously take photos, some video, whatever I can do, because I know that with family, especially with my two kids, it's not going to be easy for me to kind of enjoy myself as well as create content at the same time. So I went to trusty old Threads and I put out a post saying that, hey, are there any creators in Kuala Lumpur, in Malaysia, who can give me some ideas of where I can go to create some content and maybe show me around a bit? Come and we can just have some fun. We can create some content and have some fun. And the amount of interest that came out of that was phenomenal. There were so many people who were commenting and messaging me and saying, yeah, we want to, I'm really interested in this, or we could do a photo shoot here, or let's meet up and let's do this. And there were just so many people who wanted to do it. And I thought, wow, this is great. Maybe I can turn this into something. So I was thinking, okay, so let's do this in a proper way. Let's make it an organized photo walk to the best of my abilities. I mean, I'm not a local there and I'm sitting in London trying to organize this thing a few weeks before I fly out. And then I thought, okay, let me see if there are any brands. I mean, all these people are coming. Maybe it would be nice to give somebody something, or, maybe do a giveaway, or maybe a brand would be interested in helping out to donate a product or two to give to these creators and gift them something for coming and meeting up with me. I mean, I'm making my way all the way from the UK and they're taking their time out to come and shoot some content with me. Why not? So just in passing by, I just put out a story. Hey, couple of brands. Hey, brands, if you guys, anybody is interested in supporting me with this photo walk, then, just shoot me a DM. And one brand did get back to me, and it was a brand that I've been already working with for a while, and it was Spigen. Everybody knows Spigen, and if you don't, they do amazing phone cases. I mean, I've done quite a bit of work with them for my S25 Ultra phone cases and accessories and gear. They do a whole bunch of different stuff, actually. They do stuff for cars, they do like lifestyle stuff, they do outdoor stuff. Anyways, they reached out and they were like, it was Spigen UK, and they were like, hey, tell us more about this. So I did. And I told them, look, this was the idea. I just wanted to get together with a couple of people and shoot some content, and it's become more than I thought it was going to be. So I thought, why not give back to the community as well? So they were like, yeah, well, we'd love to support you. What were you thinking? I was like, I don't know. What can we give? I mean, phone cases doesn't really make sense because you don't know what kind of phones everybody's using. So I went onto the website and I had a look and I was like, oh, wait, they do these kind of selfie stick kind of things. So it's one of these things. Like this is like a MagSafe one for the iPhone or any MagSafe device. And it's just a selfie stick, it's extendable. It's got legs. It's a cool little device. So maybe a couple of these. When I tell you, I was flabbergasted when they came back to me and they were like, we would love to give you more than just that. They came up with this entire list of products, and I'm talking like 60 or so products that they were just gonna send me to give away and share with these creators, and it was fantastic. So it was a whole bunch of these selfie sticks, some other ones for standard phones, a couple of sling bags actually. Like they've got these nice little sling bags here. They gave a few of those, a bunch of their MagSafe ring stands, a whole bunch of things. And I was just like, wow, this is amazing. And they were like, yeah, we're really interested. We want to kind of tap into that market as well. It would be great if you shoot some content whilst there and, promote this brand to the locals, get some footage of them using, or get some footage of you giving it out to them or something like that. And that's what I've got here. I mean, so this is me with the help of some of my friends that I made there, handing out these products to the creators that showed up. And there was more than 20 creators that came, and it was fantastic. Everybody was really happy. And I don't think anybody expected me to bring gifts like that. They were all just there because they were enthusiastic and they wanted to shoot content, they wanted to network. And for me, it was one of the greatest feelings to just be there amongst all of these creators in a completely foreign country. I have never met any of these people in my life before. I've only just spoken to them briefly online on Instagram, and here they are in front of me, and I'm here with products from a brand giving it out to them, thanking them for showing up, and then we went out and we shot content. We just had some fun. We went around, they had fun. It was so good. And my point of making this video, which is what I want to get to now, is all it takes to build a community, no matter where it is, no matter where you are, to build a community is just reach out. Just reach out. Just take a chance. You never know who shows up, you never know who reaches out, and you never know what it can lead to. My simple putting out a thread to find a handful of creators to go out and shoot content with in Kuala Lumpur, it turned into a whole photo walk, a whole meetup with a brand essentially sponsoring the walk with products and gifts and giveaways. And it not only made it a thing, it turned into a whole thing, essentially a hosted event where not only I benefited from meeting so many people, so many talented creators, so many passionate creators, so many wonderful, warm creators that I've now made some lifelong friends with, but it also benefited them because they met each other. A lot of these people hadn't met each other before. They weren't creators that were in contact. It's not like there was a big group of people that knew each other that came to find me and see me. There were models there, there were photographers there were videographers there were vloggers there, people who were doing their own kind of vlogging thing. There was professional videographers there as well who ran their own professional agencies. There was such a mix of people. There were people who didn't even shoot content yet but were thinking about it and wanted to do it. They wanted to be there to see and meet others who were already kind of making content and see what they could advise them. And they wanted to learn, they wanted to ask me questions, and I got to ask them questions. And it was such a feel-good moment. It was just a feel-good evening that I can't explain. And it all came from me just putting out posts on Threads. And one big thing I learned from there is the strength of community is massive. I really admire creators who do things for the community. I've been on a number of photo walks in my time with very, very good creators, organized by creators, and these photo walks are massive, especially ones that are being run by the likes of Optical Wonder, who is massive on community. He is always giving back to his community and always emphasizing the importance of community. And there are so many fantastic creators here in the UK that are like that. But I had this opportunity to build a community across the world, and I tell you now, it was fantastic. And a massive thank you to Spigen for doing that. And these things, I want to say they flew off the shelf, but obviously, I did hand them out to the creators as was intended, and they absolutely loved it. Some of the creators, they got to pick and choose the ones they wanted. There were different colors, all sorts. Now, there was one unfortunate thing, is that they had intended to send me a massive set of 60 items or so, but half of it didn't arrive. There was a problem with the distributor and half of it didn't arrive, but the half that did arrive was still more than plenty for what I was able to give out. And for the number of people that came, it was pretty much perfect because everybody got something. And I think that was very important, that everybody got a chance to get something. And there were these sling bags, which I absolutely love. These Spigen Life sling bags. I use, this one's my one that I asked them whether I can keep one as well. They said, of course, yes, you can. And, I absolutely love this thing. I'll do a video on this as well. There'll be a short video or even a slightly longer video, I don't know, but there'll be a video detailing what this is like. And I used this whilst I was in Malaysia as well, whilst I was out and about with my family, and it was fantastic. I loved it. It's great. It fits my camera in it and more, and my wallet, my phone, everything. It was really great to have on me. So thank you, Spigen, for sending this stuff out, because it was so fantastic that a brand wanted to help and such a small, humble creator like myself. And I know they say numbers don't matter, and this is a massive proof. This is evidence that numbers don't matter. It's your relationship that you build with brands, with your followers, with your community, that really matters, because from that it leads to things like this. And hopefully by the time that this video comes out, I'll have already been planning and maybe thinking about holding a creator meetup like this in the UK. And of course, again, I'm not a massive creator. The turnout might not be huge, but whoever does turn out, it is more than enough for me. If you think about 20 people fill a room. It's great. The turnout was more than I imagined. Everybody was so nice. They were so welcoming. I mean, I know Malaysian hospitality is great to begin with, but this was fantastic. I thought it was amazing how great they treated me. And it wasn't just because I had given them gifts or anything. It was even before that. Everybody was just so nice. They were so welcoming. They were excited. They wanted to learn. They wanted to connect. They wanted to network. There were some people there who were like, you know, how do I get in to content creation? I don't know how to take the first step. And you know, I was like, well, there's so many creators here. Everybody started somewhere. I started somewhere. And you know, you don't have to have all the latest gear. Something as simple as a selfie stick like this, selfie stick stand, whatever you want to call it, like this, is enough for you to mount your phone and just start shooting content with, because that is the first step. It's just hitting that record button and starting. And it's the same for if you want to reach a community, if you want to make friends in the content space, just reach out, and that's it. This was a video meant to just emphasize that fact. Just reach out. You never know who you reach. You never know who you get through to. You never know who shows up. And you never know what connections you make. Is always worth it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it opened your eyes a little bit as to what's possible when you put in a little bit of effort. And like I said, I'm essentially a nobody, but I'm making videos and putting it out on the internet because I also want to help people who are like me, who are in my position, who are creators, who just want to create. Until next time, this is Kai24 signing out.